Hello, Sparkling Soul, and welcome to another energy reading, this time for the full moon in Cancer. Let's start the show. So for those of you who are interested in personal readings, you can book those on my website, sparklingcarla.com. Also, if at the end of this reading resonated like really strongly with you and you would like more information that is personalized to you, you can book that under YouTube extensions on the website as well. And you can do that for new moon, full moon readings and the week ahead. Oh, all right, well. It was just like, you done? So we can start? I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. Who's here? Who's here? Full moon in Cancer. Let your fears dissolve. It's funny because I did my own personal moon reading, and I actually got the full moon in Cancer card as well, and it wanted to be shown here. And as I started to say all of that, I saw 1:11 on the clock, on the timer. All right, which I was gonna say something about, but you know, I don't want the cards to explode again. All right, universe, so what is being released or surrendered? First quarter moon in Taurus, release control, right? I was just saying the word release control. I think there is this huge request from the universe right now for everyone to kind of like stop trying to control the situation. Stop trying to hustle your way through it, to like having to steer the wheel in a specific direction, right? Like you feel like you have to do something about it. And the universe is like, just relax. Just relax. Yeah, and at the bottom, make time for self-love. Relax. Take care of you. It's like that moment of like, you've done everything that you could have done, and it's not about not showing up, but it's not about pushing or trying to figure out even more alternatives of things to do. Like what you are doing is currently what you shall continue to do, right? Because it's not about not showing up or not doing the things, but it's not coming from that space of trying to control the situation or having to figure out more, right? Like, what are more solutions? What else can I do? It's like, no, like release control. Stop trying to solve the problem, right? You've done everything that you could have done about it until this moment in time, and the universe is asking you to release control, relax, and take care of you. This is also connected to the sacral, and the sacral has been showing up a lot. And it's also connected to water. It's also connected to emotions, right? There's a lot of work that already has been done, and right now is not the moment to continue to push or find alternatives. Is to release, is to surrender, is to let go and take care of you. To let things flow. And in a good way, and it's funny that the self-care, like take care of yourself, came through, because a way to put this energy into something, to channel it, to get it out of you, is with the sacral chakra energy, is through creativity, is through creation. So like paint it out, dance it out, sing it out, write it out. Also connection to nature, right? Just connect to beautiful things. Like if you don't create it, then go and enjoy it, right? So go to the museum, go to the gallery, you know, just buy the flowers, like simple things that are connected to taking care of yourself, and moving the energy through ways that are beautiful and creative, and ground you into your body and into your senses, right? Like light the scented candle, take a bath, you know, go to the sound healing night at the yoga studio, whatever that means for you. Okay, we got the full moon in Scorpio. Breathe through the tension. Again, that energy of like, you might be feeling tension, and that tension is what is trying to push you to like, oh, there must be something I can do, right? So let me just look it up, or say it, or do it, or like just, or push, like right if I try one more time, or how about if like that energy of like, I need to make this happen, or I need to make something happen, needs to be released. And you have to breathe through the tension. And I think another part of like taking care of yourself, also breath work, meditation, yoga, taking baths, right? Connecting to water, get in the pool, get in the river, get in the ocean, take a walk in nature. Also anything connected to herbs, like add those herbs into the water of your bath water, drink the tea. Oh my God, more on that energy at the bottom. Last quarter moon in Cancer, take a breather, more of that breath. Breathe through the tension, take a breather, take a break, relax, release control, right? Forgive as well. And forgiveness is another sense of it's funny how we got full moon and the main energy for this moon, and it is a full moon, and both are water signs, just like Cancer. But yeah, here, forgive is just another way of releasing it, of saying it is what it is. What was said was said, what was done, and I release it in pro of taking care of myself, grounding myself, releasing any tension and anxiety within myself, and moving forward with what is. And I think that's another big part of all of it, with what is. There is nothing more for you to figure out and do, not right now. Right now is a moment of releasing control, of coming back into your senses, into your body, through self-care, through creation, through beauty. Okay, and this is a collective message, so take what resonates. Always, we have here full moon in Aries, cool your emotions, which I feel is like so connected here, moving into this. And the last quarter moon in Virgo, attend to the details. And this is an interesting energy, right? Because this tension, if you don't release it, if you don't practice self-care, the breath work, the yoga, the nature time, the bath, the tea, all of the examples we already gave, this tension might continue to build up. And this is the thing, then there are short fuses, and one or two things happen, and then you're reacting out of tension or out of anger or frustration, and it could be in the wrong way, most likely, right? Because anger doesn't really work really polite, and to the wrong person, right? And it could create more obstacles and more things to clear out than necessary. So cool your emotions. And you do that by doing what we already talked about. You know, if this needs to be a day where you do the bare minimum for work and you go to sleep a little bit early, maybe that is your self-care, right? Attend to the details. There is this energy too of like, what is, go and take care of it. It's not about adding anything extra. It's like, just, we talked about it, the bare minimum, like details of the day, but like show up for them. Because this is the thing. Some things might be like really simple and you're fine, and others might create more of that tension, or might be in connection to something that is tense in your life right now, and maybe that's the thing you're trying to figure out, and the universe is like, today is not the day to figure it out. This next cycle is not a cycle to figure it out. And when I say this cycle is like pretty much the next like week to a month, depending on your situation. But anyway, yes, the energy of like whatever you need to take care of, that is for today, take care of, and have it like help you plan, for example, the rest of your week. Which is, yes, I think this cycle is like this upcoming week from this full moon into the last quarter moon. Yeah. Okay, and they're confirming once again, make time for self-love. Make time to take care of yourself, to take care of your emotions, because you don't want them to, one, shift your vibration, but also interrupt or create more obstacles around what you're navigating, right? What you're navigating. Embrace the flow of life, which we already talked about it. Release control. Just flow with it a little bit more. Keep your heart open. Another energy of just releasing the need to knowing what's going to happen or not happen, and opening yourself up to love, right? And you do that by giving yourself love, and then everything will sort itself out. The energies will shift and move with you. But because you are the frequency, you are the antenna, you have to keep yourself grounded in your emotions. So you can't let them take the wheel. You have to come into your body, and you have to relax, and you have to release control, but keeping your heart open, which is another chakra that is being very much activated right now with the sacral. Because the universe here with the solar plexus, right, is those three: heart, solar plexus, and sacral, is asking you to step into your power. But you lose power when you're so much in your emotions that you lose your cool. And by cool, I don't mean like pretending, right? Because when you have an open heart, you're able to stay in integrity with who you are, where you stand, or where you're going, where you've been through, and what you're opening yourself up to receiving. Which is not everything, is the things that you're envisioning for the future, right? The things that you're building. And that's why there is this need of coming back into your body, coming back into your power, attending to the details, but the details of what is, not like, oh my God, going like laser focus into perfection, right? Because that could create more tension. But you want to cool your emotions to breathe through the tension and come back to yourself, come back to your power. Your power means that you're balanced and you're not reactive, and you know where you stand, and you know where you're going, and you have the strength to release control, because you know that at the right time, in divine timing, more things will unfold, more clarity will come to you, and it's all happening for you. Okay, I'm gonna pick one card from the Angels and Auras deck. Oh, Archangel Michael wanted to be shown, talking about clarity, information, letting go, forgiveness, cutting it out. I love it. What were we just saying? Something about divine timing, perfect timing, auspicious, clockwork, planning, patience. This is the thing. It's time to have patience. It's time to have patience. Cool your emotions, breathe through the tension, release control. Perfect timing is at play here. But again, the same way that we were talking about self-care, self-love, self-respect, worthiness, that you're worthy of this life that you envision. But you can't get there rushed or angry or frustrated or upset. You get to the destination by embodying the destination, by being high vibrational now, not when it happens. And the universe is asking you right now to trust the process, that you've done whatever you needed to do. And right now you just need to attend to the details of what is, while staying in your power, in your worthiness, in your self-respect. And there is an energy here of renewed connections, reunion, reconciliation, intimacy, forgiveness. We got forgiveness again. Whatever you need to forgive in yourself or others, forgive it. Forgiving does not mean that you forget. Forgiving doesn't even mean that you're in contact with that person. Forgiveness just means that you have the compassion to understand why things had to happen the way they did, that they have something to show you or teach you, or they pushed you in a new direction, and you say thank you for that beautiful part of maybe a hard or uncomfortable process, and you let it go. And it's in the let go that you create the space to receive renewed connections or new connections, reunions with friends, with new friends, with community, with family, reconciliation. Some of this forgiveness might be actually of cleaning the slate. But right now is that energy of like the release, the surrender, the let it go, the forgiveness, and allow things to move. It's also not to push, forgive, and like, okay, so what now? It's like, what now? Nothing. You let it be. The perfect timing will show itself for whatever is next. And we don't have to know what is next right this second, because you are in the space that you're at, and that is what you're working through at this moment in time. Here, Kether, I think, the crown, source point attainment. With that Neptune energy, the swan energy. Okay, this is about higher perspective, right? Having a higher perspective. Things are happening for you, not to you. That things are transforming for you, but you have to stay committed with what you are creating. And that's part of this release control, because when you're just focused on like trying to find the way to make this happen, to make it budge or whatever, you lose energy, you lose power, and you scatter your energy and your power. You gotta stay focused. This reading is telling you that from a higher perspective, things are moving according to plan, but you have to trust it. That there are breakthroughs coming. And you might already sense them, which in some people, again, collective reading, might create more tension, because you feel it and you're like, I don't even know what is this thing I feel, but I feel it. The ones that are more attuned to the intuition have a very similar feeling, but it's easier to kind of like settle into it. You're just like, okay, something's on the horizon. We shall wait and see in perfect timing, right? True. At the bottom, we got the 13th path. Again, more energy of that like transformation with the high priestess, which is true knowledge, right? The intuition. peace, inner light. This is what we're saying. Just like relax into it. This like high vibration. They're pointing at the colors. I've never noticed that there's like several colors in this. Again, that Sagittarius energy of like higher perspective, going higher. The colors, higher vibrational. The camel of persevere, of like just keep at it. This is a transformation happening. Let it happen. You don't have to push right now. Like there's nothing else that you can do right now. Stop it. It's like the example that I love to give about the cake. Like you're not gonna cook it faster if you look at it, or if you try to like increase the temperature, you might like cook it weird. Like it is happening in perfect timing. It is happening how it's supposed to happen. Everything is already done. Like you don't have to add more eggs or flour or flavors or anything because the cake is already in the oven. Leave it. Okay, I don't know who needed to hear it like that, but leave it alone. I feel we need like a little bit of more, right? For some reason, I'm being called to just like skip the tarot right now and leave the reading ish here, and say ish because we still have to do the tea leaf. We're gonna do that. And then the numerology cards. Okay, what else for this full moon in Cancer for the collective? Tired, doing something risky, taking a chance. And honestly, the first thing I heard is like doing something risky. Don't. I mean, and by risky, it has two sides. It's like if it's a risky thing because you're like, I should take a chance. I should push for it, right? Is this that little last push is like don't. But if the risk is to stay where you're at for the moment, do. You know what I'm saying? Candle, you will be shown the way. Okay, that's confirmation from what I said, because you will be shown the way. You gotta stay put. If the risk is to stay put, stay put. But if the risk is to push, don't take the risk. You will be shown the way. You will be shown the way. Okay, anything else? Because what we're talking about, Apple, temptation will test you. Temptation will test you. And what I mean about that is like things might pop up that you're like, oh, that's like a good distraction, or oh, that's a good thing that maybe I can try or push for, right? Because I feel stuck here, or because like there must be another solution. Like, why am I not doing more about this? Temptation will test you. And this is why we're talking about that it's very, 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 very important to stay in your power and to stay discerning. We talk about what this card and the light is hitting in there. Of like, you know where you're going, you can see it from a higher perspective, and I invite you that whatever is coming through as I speak in this reading, to journal it down as a reminder of where you stand, where you're going, so when these other things, temptations and distractions come through, you're like, this is what that meant. These are the apples in this situation. I'm gonna name them apple, but there's like Lily, spiritual love. It's funny, this came in my personal reading, and I take it a lot about like the spiritual love of the universe, of your higher self, you know, that will show you the way when the time is right, you know, when it rises again, where the light starts to come through, the clarity. Right now it's just, even though it is a full moon, it's a very introspective moon. Is also in the sign of Cancer, which is connected to the home, right? The home in your body, the home of your home, and the places where you can be more grounded and more calm. and more in connection with your intuition. Look how Neptune is here, connected to Pisces, which is a very intuitive sign. Scorpio as well, very intuitive. I feel like all signs have their own superpowers when it comes to intuition, but definitely the water signs, about intuition, about emotion. And these energies are asking to tap into that energy, to not let the tension build up in ways that are not conducive to anything productive. Because ultimately success is coming, but you gotta trust it. And there are moments, and today with all these energies rising with a full moon, that you might not be trusting it as much. And the universe wants you to trust. Bull, more of that Taurus energy. Do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. Don't back down. Don't give up right now. Right? Because the tension can also lead you to like, okay, whatever. I'm just gonna, whatever. Actually take a risk, because the universe is telling you to stay put, and the risky thing would be to not stay put because you gave up. Because you didn't show the strength that you have. Right? Tiger, also very strong, like the lion, the feline energy of the strength card. All very strong animals. Look, we got the ram here, the Scorpio. We got what, an eagle and a swan there. There's transformation happening. There's higher perspective. Stay strong by just staying strong in your emotions, in your groundedness, in your vision, and let the rest fall away, because you are being led, you're being guided. Okay, we're gonna end the reading with some numerology cards. Again, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates. I feel like when I get a whole bunch of cards, it's because different people, different vibrations. I also didn't pick tarot, but it's interesting because this is an 11. Oh my goodness. And this is a 1. So there's a 111 energy here. I said 111 at the beginning, and here it is again, intuition. And we were talking about intuition. So confirmation for me for picking this pile of cards. And it says moderation, patience again. We had it here, patience, flow again, clarity, joy, movement, self-realization, taking action, unconditional love. We have the spiritual love here. Time to implement long cherished ideas. You're on the right track toward making your dreams and visions a reality. The right people, circumstances, and resources are being sent your way. Happiness and new opportunities are at hand. Trust in the process. Just trust it. Just trust it. I repeat it for myself as well. This is such a huge confirmation. Even the number was here. The number was already spoken at the beginning of the reading. 0550 or 55, the eye candy. And it's funny because we got the apple, and there's that phrase of the apple of my eye. And it's funny, the eye candy. Intuition, once again, inspired action, beauty, art, socializing, flow again, potential, romance. And we talked about beauty, we talked about art. This is amazing. Get some fresh air or call some of your pals over. Take a look around you. There is so much natural beauty waiting to be discovered. Either you will soon become involved in an exciting new project, or you'll go out on a date. Put your charisma to use everywhere. Spread your charm around. This is what I'm saying. Have some fun, you know? Like, connect to creativity or connect to beautiful things to keep you grounded in your senses. Like, things are moving forward and happening for you. Okay. And last one, 888, karma, balance, finances, success, right? We got success right here. Wealth, cycles, what goes around comes around. A lot of money is coming your way. Fortune refers to more than just monetary and material success. If you don't appreciate the people in your life now, you won't have them tomorrow. This message encourages you to take personal responsibility and use it to realize your greatest potential. And I think this connects to that energy of forgiveness, to yourself, to a situation, to others, and stepping more into that release and gratitude, like having gratitude for what is, right? So you can continue to practice self-care and build your higher vibration from there as things unfold. Okay, I'm gonna put this one here. All right, everyone, this was our reading for the full moon in Cancer. Thank you so much for being here, for sharing your energy with me. Again, if you ever want a personal reading, you can book those on my website, sparklingkarla.com. If this reading truly resonated with you and you want more personal information, you can buy an extension on my website as well. Follow me on Instagram at sparklingkarla. Would love to see you over there, and please share any comments, like, subscribe, and share this with someone you think would benefit from it. And until next time, I'll see you guys. Bye. Mwah.